Hello, my name is Russell Myers. Welcome to Issues Unite. So, since my last video, Joe Biden actually did it. He went on national television to suggest using the National Guard to transport containers for private companies. He actually did it. Now, this was very quickly walked back by the White House. But it seems like the only reason that it was taken back was because the National Guard is under the authority of state governments, not the federal government. Though Biden could definitely implement active duty military for the same purpose. There is also talk about using a defunct naval base and public lands to store these containers. So he wants to use what? The military, federal lands, and a defunct military base for the purpose of, propping up, benefiting Walmart and Target and what have you. Yeah. Here's an amusing observation. Capitalists might like the idea of using the military for the purpose of transporting consumer goods. However, you know what that would be called? Socialism, at least for the rich. Costs would be socialized, while profits would be privatized. One of the major purposes of this is to suppress wages. If you're using the military and the National Guard and public lands and all of this stuff for capitalist entities, you're cutting their costs. You're preventing them from paying workers more or giving more benefits. There is no discussion of nationalizing any of this or making the companies pay the government back for this. There's no discussion of that at all. None. Period. So while the drive right now, because of lack of workers, is to increase wages, he's talking about using all of these federal resources for transportation of consumer goods. Again, he has not prioritized anything like transporting food or medicine or medical equipment. No. This is to help Walmart and Target, etc. One major problem with utilizing the National Guard, even if state governments approve of it, is that this could have a negative impact on the civilian labor pool. Most members of the National Guard already work civilian jobs, which this would take them away from. In addition, many National Guard members own or work for small businesses, which would be heavily impacted by the loss of workers, enough so that many small businesses could wind up in bankruptcy or completely failing if National Guard members were absent for a long period of time. The implication of the suggestion of using the National Guard for this purpose is to help the corporate capitalist oligarchs, while small businesses could very well suffer drastically from this action. How are you capitalists feeling about this idea so far? A side note, which capitalists won't care about at all, is that families would be negatively impacted by National Guard members being deployed for such a purpose. This would be taking parents and spouses away from home for an undetermined period of time, all for the purpose of propping up the already overly powerful oligarchy and worsening income inequality. One has to consider that most civilian jobs that National Guard members work pay more than the National Guard does when they're deployed. So these same families suffering separation would also be inflicted with income decreases unexpectedly for an unknown period of time. Not for the purpose of defending the U.S. against a military threat or for natural disaster assistance, just to help the rich get richer. How do you support this? How does anyone support this? There are reasons that Biden's popularity is so low. All right, so think about this. Stop praising this bullshit. All right, share this video. Talk about these subjects. If you can, please donate $1 a month to help expand the channel. I'll catch you in the next one.